For today's video, I want to talk about Ascendant Alloys, since we're going into a new season very soon, a season that will feature a reprise/new raid for people that have never played D1. I thought I'd cover this in the event that, we're going to get more crafted weapons, which is definitely happening. The raid will probably have crafted weapons, and people are going to want to try to get those with enhanced perks to try them out. So I thought it'd be a good time to cover a video on how to farm Ascendant Alloys, and more specifically, efficiently farm them, because some methods are much worse than others. So let's get started. There's a couple of ways to get Ascendant Alloys in the game currently. Let's just go from worst to best. So the worst one, I think, currently is actually Wellspring. They did buff the drop rate on these to get in Masterwellspring. However, I think the dedication and the effort needed for this is just not worth it. You need to get 6 people, because there's no matchmaking on Master. 6 people that know what they're doing, are high enough level, somewhere near the 1580s. And then you have to grind out these 10, 15, maybe even 20-minute sessions of these runs to try to get red borders/alloys, and it's not even a guarantee. In fact, from my experience, it's probably not even a 50-50 drop rate from Wellspring, and the fact that you have to go into a 1590 activity just to do it as well with 5 other people doesn't seem worth it to me. Maybe if you're farming for glaive patterns plus red borders, you could try to get a 2-for-1 kind of thing going and get some alloys that way. But if you're just going for specifically alloys, I don't think this is the play, even though they drop from here. Next up is Containment on the Moon. This should be around for a couple of more seasons, so I thought I'd mention it as well. On the Castellum on the Moon, the Containment activity is basically you just doing 3 waves of enemies like Escalation Protocol, followed by a final boss on wave 3. Once you kill the boss, you use your Avenge Reds to loot the sickle, the side? I don't know. That circly thing at the end next to the chest. And then that can give you an RNG drop of an Ascendant Alloy /weapon/red border weapon from there every time you complete a tier 3. So this is kind of a in-between here on best and worst, right down in the middle. So this is good in terms of the reward you get for just a simple public event, and you can find people very easily. It has matchmaking built in. However, again, it's not a guaranteed drop, nowhere near a guarantee. It's not like 75, 50, 50. It's probably more down in, like, I would say the 20% range, maybe, if that. And obviously you'd have to do a bunch of containments as well to run through this. And, well, the season that it came out, which is currently right now, I imagine a lot of people are getting fatigued just doing containment over and over and over again until your eyes bleed. So some people might be tired of this activity already, but there's a decent chance of you getting a golf ball from this while putting in not that much effort, and you can do it solo. Finally, the best for last, the weekly rotating story mission for the Witch Queen campaign. That's going to be around the entire year, I presume. On Master difficulty for these, you can get high stat armor and you can get Ascendant Alloys. They're both common drops. So here, based on the amount of times I've done story missions this season, I'd say the drop rate is probably a good 75% chance, if not higher, for alloys. I've done countless of these, trying to enhance perk all my crafted weapons that I currently own in the game, which is quite a bit. And I've gotten Ascendant Alloys, I would say probably like 80% of the time. Maybe even more. It's a very high drop rate. Way better compared to Containment or Wellspring. Now, this is a 1590 activity, but it is a story mission. It's not Wellspring where you need 6 people. Additionally, while obviously doing it with a fire team, it'd be much faster. You can actually do these solo, especially thanks to the stupid Bonk Titan builds this season where you're basically unkillable, and I'll be playing some of that on screen. So there's 6 story missions. Obviously, some of them are much longer than others, and the one I'll be showing you on screen is The Last Chance. It's actually one of the longer missions out of the entire rotator, but thanks to Titan and its stupid survivability, I'm able to get it done solo in about 12 minutes and get a high chance at an alloy by myself. Much quicker if you're doing it, of course, with a 3-stack instead of by yourself. In case you're curious, involving the rotating missions, which ones to avoid. So all the missions are here: Arrival, Ghost, Communion, The Cunning, Last Chance, and Ritual. So out the gate, I will tell you to avoid 2 missions specifically, which is the Ritual, which is the Savathun mission of the campaign, the final mission, as well as The Cunning. This is the one where you break into her temple and fight a bunch of Scorn, and then fight a clone of Ribbon, essentially, at the end. Just based on the amount of length those missions are, even if you're zooming through them and you're killing stuff very fast, it still will take you a while, probably 15 minutes plus. So I would say just stay away from those 2 just because of length. And then as far as speeding goes, now The Last Chance is a long mission, but with 3 people or even by yourself, if you're comfortable with it, you can get this mission done in somewhere around like 10 minutes. Solo, maybe like 12 minutes. finally, the last 3 missions, or I guess in this case I should say the first 3 missions of the campaign, are your best bet to farm out. So Communion, Arrival, and Ghost would be those 3. I'd say out of the 3, Ghost is probably the best one to farm out. You can get this done in about 7 to 8 minutes if you're running, especially with Titans. It's pretty easy going, straight to the point. You just chase the boss, get the boss down, he's going to leave again, chase the boss again, break the crystals, kill the boss, rinse, repeat, nothing crazy, and the best part is it's not very long for a very, very high chance of getting an Ascendant Alloy. Oh, one last thing, and this is just a little bit of a rant. Can we please, for the love of God, Bungie, get these things to drop in Master Dungeons and Master Raids? Why do they not drop there? It is such an easy W for you guys. Hopefully, you know, next season, or I guess Lightfall, that changes, because I mean, look at old Master Raids. In VOG, you can get golf balls there. Why not alloys in the newer ones, right? Alright, that's it. Rant over. Moving on. And that's it. That's the 3 ways that you can get Ascendant Alloys this season, at least. There might be more when ARC 3.0 / Season 18 drops. We'll see about it then. But until then, hopefully this video helped you. And if it did, a like, share, maybe a subscription would be appreciated. Also stream daily on Twitch, twitch.tv/SneakyBeaver. Link in the description below. I'll catch you in the next video. Alright? Goodbye!